Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of March 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and please do keep in mind as we move forward with the reading that this is a general monthly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. I more than appreciate and want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you're new to the Scorpion community. But if you're looking to book a personal reading with myself, just go on down below to the description box at some point. You'll see the options, pricing, and my email. Just reach out and I'll get that started for you. More importantly, the overall message I received for you, Scorpio, in regards to money and career for March, the success of a leader. The success of a leader. So let me put this to the side. And I'm going to clip this onto my hood so we can pull some cards. Bear with me. Alrighty, let's pull a couple messages to begin from the Soul's Journey deck. I just heard getting your voice and standing up for what you believe in. Some of you already are connected to your voice in the previous months and are just standing up for what you believe in, or just becoming more in touch. Ooh, feeling a little bit feisty or somebody in your midst. Feeling as if you're just meant to be a leader in your own individual way. Bear with me. As I was hearing some instructions on the card that flew out, you're just feeling like there's somebody in your midst that's quite feisty, or it's your energy, or both, okay, at certain points in the month. Let's pull one from the middle. And we have 4. Okay. Bear with me. I'm actually going to put this one back and just pull the one from the top. That makes more sense. Either for one reason or another, there's a focus on you needing to feel more grounded throughout the month. We're starting with humor. There's a need to wrap yourself up with humor throughout the month of March. For whatever reason, you're feeling a bit overly serious, a bit stressed, a bit uptight, or just feeling like something just lacks that enjoyable factor. You know, whether it's your job, it could be a living situation. I feel like for the majority of you, it's where you work, or just what you're producing, developing, just needs to feel more enjoyable. You're going to find that at certain points in the month, somebody or a situation, or even something you stumble upon spiritually guided on the internet or something, social media, makes you chuckle. It's purposeful to get that release, to feel happier, to enjoy oneself a little bit more, okay? With moving on to honesty. This is the one that I was getting guidance on, instructions on how to put it, because it came out in reverse, all right? And I feel like that was purposeful, because I do feel like in the previous months you've been very holding back is the way I want to put it, right? You've been holding back your honesty, not wanting to speak up to a boss figure, to certain maybe clientele or customers, or to certain people in a living situation. But throughout the month of March, it's like you get your voice back, or you discover it for the first time, and you speak up, and people start to see you in this leader-esque light. And it's the month of March that transforms your life in that sense, okay? So it will be a life turning kind of month, but I do feel like you're also being very honest with oneself as to what needs to change in that work environment, if a situation is actually still working for you moving forward, and showing people that you can be the leader of your own life, and even in a situation that doesn't feel ideal or lacks quality leadership or any at all, okay? But with gratitude, you're pushed throughout the month of March to feel grateful. And I do feel like it's quite easy to acquire this, to come to this realization or this mindset. But it's a push to stay grateful, to be in a spot of gratitude, as I'm pushed to look at the word manifestation, to manifest all you desire. Being pushed to remember that when you do get into that sort of pessimistic way of being, or slightly focusing on everything that isn't working more so than what could go right, you know, what is going right, what can I, you know, focus on abundance wise that is in my life, and I know intuitively lies ahead in the positive category. Weirdly put, it just feels like you're reminded that what you think about, focus on, and really believe is meant to be and will happen, manifests. All right, so let's keep it in that optimism category. All right, the last of the 4 cards that came out, we have service. I feel good when I help others. And so naturally, I would expect this kind of card to come out in a leadership, money, career reading. And you're being pushed to remember that you do feel satisfied, fulfilled. Spirit's saying not necessarily satisfied, but maybe, but fulfilled, good about oneself, feeling more motivated, more angelic, I feel, when you help other people. And that in and of itself reminds you that you're a leader at heart on a soul level. And it just feels as if that will maybe help you move in a better direction in your career, even if you don't move to a new location or switch up your job or your business situation. It feels like you'll get a better grasp on how you're meant to move forward, right? Who you're meant to assist or how you're meant to transform your life, while potentially transforming other people's lives in a beautiful way. Nice. We're going to continue and pull the main part of the reading from the Light Seers deck. Bear with me. You might be dealing with somebody in your midst who isn't the most mature. I'm just getting that vibe right now. For my lovely Scorpions to continue. Okay. So in the center of your reading, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun card. It's you just putting in that necessary effort, as you will get a bit nervous at certain points as I move in the oddest way. You're going to find that you're pushed to express yourself, to feel happy, to keep watering your business, your project, your hobby, your job, whatever it is for you, or to keep that hope alive when trying to acquire a new position or a new career choice for you. Reminders will come through at certain points that completion is a must, that you deserve this colorful life, this happiness, and to sort of dance your way through the month and show people how it's done. To do it Scorpio's way and say, screw it, I know what I'm doing, or at least I'm getting a better handle on it. And maybe just fake it until you actually make it for some of you out there, all right? But to continue to pull cards, there's going to be certain points in the month where there's an underlining focus on you not being in the mood. So be it. In needing, with the number 44 coming out here, to rest, to replenish oneself, to understand you don't always have to keep going 24/7 just because other people do, or just because of the feeling in the air, or all of the money you feel you need to be acquiring at this time, to lead people in that sense as well by being a positive, healthy example to take care of oneself. But we have the Ace of Wands coming out at the top of your reading, and I do feel as if you're very headstrong this month. You're very on fire when it comes to passion, creativity, wanting to move towards something new or see a better situation for yourself. Even if, once again, that doesn't mean moving away from something, it could. But I do feel like you're trying to be more peaceful all the meanwhile. It doesn't feel very doable for the majority of this month for you. But I do feel like you're being pushed to accept what you're thinking about, what you focus on, needs to teach you something, okay? What you can't sort of get out of your mind in your downtime when you're not working or when you're at home, when you're hanging out with friends or family. There's a reason why. Allow yourself to, in a simplistic way, reflect on that and don't overthink it because there's something to learn, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, it feels like you're gifted something monetarily, all right? This isn't a job for a lot of you, it could be, or a lead towards one, but for a lot of you, it feels like you're gifted some money, right? A reward for becoming the leader you're meant to be, or for just getting back in touch with that. It feels like you're gifted a level of financial comfort to remind you you have it going on. You don't have to stress. You don't have to worry about the future of your finances or your career. Just be the leader you're meant to be, enjoy yourself along the way, and just keep it in a proper, mature, simplistic way, honest, and keep that gratitude alive. Excuse me. But with the King of Pentacles coming out, a push to manifest all you desire, to sit back on your throne, to keep that confidence alive or bring it back. And all the meanwhile, you'll recognize that that's when you're most colorful or feeling most happy and just seeing that color in your life. You may be dealing with a noisy environment that you need to sort of cope with, deal with, or just get past in one way, shape, or form. For a lot of you, it doesn't feel like it's going to leave your life anytime soon, or vice versa. With the Ten of Wands coming out, it's going to feel like there's certain points in the month where you recognize or feel this sort of heavy blandness. And this is touching based upon the Sun card. So you may just feel as if you need to complete something in your mind, in your situation, to move towards more color, less heaviness, It may have more to do with your habits or the way you process things mentally. Okay? You may feel like you're missing something in one way, shape, or form, but with the Death card coming out and the King of Swords, you're going through a death and rebirth, and it's helping you shine from within. It's helping you recognize the type of person you've been up until this point, how you want to be moving forward, and it just once again helps you become the leader you're meant to be in a lot of beautiful ways. To understand that when you're changing and growing in that sense on such a dramatic level, the word dramatic's coming out for a reason. Just watch the drama. Please don't take that offensively. You have to understand and expect your financial situation and your career, especially your career, mainly to develop and change in a lot of ways, okay? It's going to be up to you how you adapt to those changes. Just make the best out of it, right? But with the King of Swords coming out, you're going to need to take advantage of opportunities, right? To change, to grow, to jump on what you want to adjust to, interesting, or see happen, to be the leader you're meant to be grateful for the experience and the knowledge you've gained up until this point, because it's going to come in handy throughout the month and moving forward to seek change, to make more money, to inspire people, to get your voice out there. I can't express that enough. That's keywording. I can't express that enough. Get your voice out there. All right? We have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands coming out in the center. And I do feel like you're learning more about yourself. You're learning more about other people, a situation, a job, whether or not it's going to be able to extend further in your life or to the point you expected it. Some of you discovering a job doesn't have the end potential for you to reach or extend, to reach your potential or exceed it. You know, it may not have that growth within it for you, right? Where you were promised it once upon a time, but you may be researching new financial investments or a financial investment or new career options, maybe a side gig. Some of you thinking about starting a business. Okay, good for you. That independence that you desire. But with the Knight of Wands, you're doing things your way. It feels like a lot of the month you're very passionate, even when things are feeling a bit bland. It's up to you to bring color back to your situation and keep moving forward, regardless of the difficulties that surround you or you feel intuitively you have to be wrapped up with, at least at this point in your life. You're feeling a bit burnt out with the Knight of Wands, a bit wounded, but all the meanwhile it's because you work a lot, or you deal with a lot of stress, or you have to work on certain habits, or all of which. But the Hierophant, change is a must. You're still blossoming, you're still growing, and once again your career is too. And you're going to feel this level of content come to be. It feels like in the middle of the month and then at the end. And it's going to remind you that you deserve to feel that way, regardless of how other people live their life or feel about yours. And all the meanwhile, allow the workload to teach you something, to be able to say no moving forward more so for some of you, and being a leader in that sense once again, to balance things out and understand that being a bit emotional at times is okay, but Judgment being the last and final card for your spread. Release what doesn't work for you moving forward, including habits, including what you spend your money on too much for some of you, habits, once again, and even a job or a situation that's not going to fit you or suit you moving forward, to live a healthy, financially stable leadership kind of life, as it is the month once again where you step into your power and you recognize you're meant to be a leader, okay? You're meant to guide the way for others, and at the very least for yourself. From the Small Making Magic deck for Scorpio. It's okay to be over serious at times, just remember that as well. Ooh, I love it. We're going to go with these three. So first at the bottom of the deck, Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. You bring light to this world. Bear with the background noise. And we have Abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances, as well as Trinket 5, 555, manifesting money and income. Very nice, Scorpio. It's going to be a good month for you, life-changing to say the very least. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. To book a personal reading, just reach out via email. You know what to do. I'll get that started. Hoping you have the most amazing month, sending you so much love and light, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.